It is no longer legal to buy, sell, or transfer a handgun in Canada.
The federal government's national handgun freeze is now in effect. The Prime Minister saying fewer guns means safer communities as Ottawa moves forward on its plan to limit access to firearms. In May, the Liberals announced a plan to implement a freeze on the importation, purchase, and sale of handguns.
The number of handguns in Canada has increased by 70% since 2010. Since 2011, firearms-related homicides have gone up nearly 40%, and handguns were the most commonly used weapon.
Trudeau says with handgun violence on the rise, urgent action is needed to remove these deadly weapons from communities. The freeze, announced at the same time as Bill C-21, a gun control act, is still being debated in the House of Commons. If passed, it will see gun licenses revoked for people committing domestic violence or engaged in criminal harassment and increase the maximum penalties for gun smuggling to 14 years in prison, up from 10.
We don't believe in just picking one lane when it comes to solving this complex problem. You need smart laws. You need sensible laws.
Public Safety Minister Marco Mendicino says the handgun freeze will give law enforcement the additional tools they need to tackle organized crime networks involved in the trafficking of handguns and illegal firearms.
For me, it doesn't get easier. Like every year, it's just like, wow, you know, I can't believe he's not here. Like it still feels like yesterday to me.
Gina Settee is encouraged that the government is doing more to limit access to handguns, but the move comes too late for Settee, who lost her 24-year-old son, Briar Prezanuk Settee, to gun violence in 2017. Her son was found dead in a snowbank in Winnipeg with 2 gunshot wounds to the chest. His death left Settee in a dark place for years, and she says she still suffers from PTSD. Settee says the move to freeze handguns is the right one.
I think it's a good start at trying to lessen violence in Canada. I think guns play a major role with homicides within Canada's borders, and people just have way too easy access to them. So I'm hoping that this is going to put the lid on it.
In Winnipeg, Mark Neufeld, City News.